These ain't your daddy's Lions. These are 2023 Lions. Let's get into the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, make sure you guys smash that like, that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream, NFL content, NBA content, and more. You know what it is. You already know. Make sure you smash that button. The 2022 Detroit Lions had an eventful season with highs and lows. They started with a narrow loss against the Philadelphia Eagles, followed by a thrilling win against the Washington Commanders. The team experienced some close encounters but suffered losses to the Minnesota Vikings, Seattle Seahawks, and New England Patriots. Mid-season saw struggles against the Dallas Cowboys and Miami Dolphins, resulting in more losses. However, the Lions bounced back with an impressive victory against the Green Bay Packers and continued their winning momentum with a thrilling 1-point win against the Chicago Bears. As the season progressed, the Lions displayed their potential, securing wins against the New York Giants, Jacksonville Jaguars, and a notable victory against the Minnesota Vikings. The Lions continued to show determination, claiming another hard-fought victory against the New York Jets. However, they faced a tough loss against the Carolina Panthers. That was a tough one, and a shocking one, to say the least. The season obviously ended on a high note with a resounding victory against the Chicago Bears, showcasing the team's growth and progress. They closed the season with a satisfying win against the Green Bay Packers, marking a positive end to the 2022 campaign. Despite the ups and downs, the Lions demonstrated their competitiveness and potential for future success. Hey, listen, they almost made it. Obviously, there was 2 or 3 things that needed to happen for the Detroit Lions to move on to the playoffs. They didn't happen, so they didn't go, but they were very close, and this was a completely different Detroit Lions team. And to be honest, I'm excited for it. I really am. I think there's been a lot of hate, and we kind of all wrote off the Detroit Lions. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. I did. But over the years, they didn't have this kind of potential, and right now they do. So I think they're a threat. But next, I'm going to get into as far as the top 5 people that I think are going to have the most impact for these Detroit Lions. Let's get into it. So obviously the kicker. The Lions have an open competition for the kicker position, and the outcome will be crucial in close games. As a good team striving for greatness, reliable kicking will make a significant difference in their success. There were so many close games last season. Go look at the scores. 3-point games, 4-point games. Those are all games that could have either been tied and they came back and won, or they could have won those close games if they had a reliable kicker. It's kind of crazy. They definitely need a good kicker. That's going to be one of the top 5 players that they need going into this 2023 season. Next up is going to be Aiden Hutchinson. Standout rookie and fan favorite, Hutchinson needs to find consistency in his second year. While he showcased playmaking skills with 9.5 sacks as a rookie, maintaining pressure on those quarterbacks will be essential for the Lions defense to succeed. And I definitely expect him to go ahead and have more focus, more determination, and ball out. Will be vital in improving the team's defensive ranking. Obviously, next up, it's going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown. St. Brown proved his worth in his rookie season and continued to impress in his second year. His ability to move the chains with 68 catches for first downs made him a pivotal player in the Lions offense. Expect his dynamic performance to contribute to the team's explosive production. Mr. Jared Goff, the man that people wrote off after the Rams. They kind of said, you know what, he's done. It's over. Well, guess what? He said, I'm not done. Obviously, Jared Goff's move to the Detroit Lions is exciting for several reasons. He's proven talent. He showcased his skills with the Rams and led them to a Super Bowl. He's also earned 3 Pro Bowl selections. He's had strong performance, very consistent. He's had impressive games, including a record-breaking performance with 465 yards and 5 touchdowns in a single game. He still has a good age, and at his young age, he's already achieved a wealth of experience and room to grow, making him the promising franchise quarterback that he can become. Goff has also shown they can perform well in high-pressure situations, including the Rams to a playoff and NFC Championship victory. And guess what? He went to the Super Bowl, and at one point had the New England Patriots and Tom Brady nervous. Now, granted, they lost against the Patriots, but he did strike fear in their hearts. And that means something. Moving on. Offense and the defense. The Detroit Lions offense featured, obviously, Jared Goff as the starting quarterback, supported by Nate Sudfeld, Hendon Hooker, and Adrian Martinez as backups. In the backfield, you'll have rookie Jahmyr Gibbs and experienced David Montgomery coming over from the Bears share the running back duties, with Craig Reynolds and Jamar Jefferson providing additional depth. At wide receiver, you're going to have Amon-Ra St. Brown. He emerged as a star, leading the trio alongside Josh Reynolds and Trinity Benson. However, Jameson Williams is suspended, leaving Khalif Raymond, Maurice Alexander, and Dylan Drummond to step up. Marvin Jones Jr. anchors the wide receiver group, complemented by Tom Kennedy and Antoine Green. Tight end position sees Brock Wright as the starter, while Sam Laporta and James Mitchell provides depth, and Shane Zylstra rounds off the unit. In the offensive line, Penei Sewell is the standout left tackle, flanked by Taylor Decker, Jonah Jackson, Frank Radnow, and Hala Pulovati Vaitai, with rookies Colby Sorsdal and Koyode Owusika adding depth. As far as your Lions defense goes, the Lions defense operates with a base 4-3 formation. The defensive line is going to feature Aiden Hutchinson, John Kominski, Romeo Okwara, and Josh Paschal as the primary starters. Alem McNeil, Levi Owens-Zarike, Christian Covington, and Broderick Martin providing support along the defensive front. In the linebacker corps, Jack Campbell, Derek Barnes, and Alex Anzalone take the helm. They are backed up by Anthony Pittman and Malcolm Rodriguez. The secondary showcases Cameron Sutton as the lead cornerback, alongside C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Will Harris as safeties. Tracy Walker III and Emmanuel Mosley are valuable assets, with Ifutu Milinfuwu and Jerry Jacobs providing depth. As far as your special teams go, Michael Badgley handles place-kicking duties, while Riley Patterson as the backup. Jack Fox, the punter, he also serves as the holder. Khalif Raymond handles punt returns, while kick returns are managed by the same player. Jack McQuaid is the long snapper, supported by Scott Daly. Now, obviously, as we get into the season schedule, last year, like I said, they had some crazy close games. It could have went either way, and they could have won those games, which took them to the playoffs. And we could have seen what happened. But hey, getting into this schedule, the preseason action starts with games against the New York Giants, Jacksonville Jaguars, and Carolina Panthers in August. Here's what's really important, what I've noticed in regards to last season versus this season. No Miami, no Buffalo, no Philly, and no Jacksonville. So this schedule is going to be a little bit more relaxed for the Lions. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but there's going to be some games that they should win. And obviously, some games that they're going to have to be challenged in and that they're going to have to fight for. Obviously, the regular season is going to kick off with a matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs on September 7th, followed by clashes with Seattle Seahawks, Atlanta Falcons, and Green Bay Packers. The Lions will face challenging games against the Carolina Panthers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Baltimore Ravens in October. A thrilling Monday Night Football showdown awaits as they take on the Las Vegas Raiders on October 30th. After a well-deserved bye week, the Lions will meet the Los Angeles Rams, Chicago Bears, and Green Bay Packers again in November. The traditional Thanksgiving game will feature a rematch between the Green Bay Packers. In December, the Lions will travel to face the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears before returning home to host the Denver Broncos. The regular season will conclude with a game against the Minnesota Vikings on December 24th and Saturday night matchup with the Dallas Cowboys on December 30th. So there it is. There is your Detroit Lions 2023 in a nutshell. I definitely think that Jared Goff is going to come off this year at the top of his game. He's got the tools. He's got the pieces. This Detroit Lions is a new team. I think they're definitely going to surprise the NFL. I think they're definitely going to surprise their fans. And I think they may make it to the playoffs. It's going to be very interesting. Make sure you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Smash that like, that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.